What's going on, guys? Jeremy here, that painter fella from Instagram, coming to you again live here today, and we're going to be doing a part 2 of a spray gun that I really dig, and it's a Sata 1500 SoLV. Just real quick, just to get some plugs out of the way, guys, you can follow me on Instagram at that painter fella. Be sure to tune in every Saturday night live at 8 p.m. Eastern at Booth Talk on Instagram. We do a live feed. It's a fireside chat. Anything and everything paint related. I just also started a podcast. It's also called Booth Talk. You can find it at boothtalk.podbean.com. Sorry, it's a new web address. I'm trying to get used to it. So anything and everything about me that you need to find, including YouTube, anything social media, podcast related, anything like that, you can find it at boothtalk.com, booth with a hyphen, talk.com. So guys, with that being said, let's get to it. This is the 1500 SoLV. This one in particular is the 1.3 RP version. In the first video I went over it and I gave you all of the breakdown about the gun, all of the details, the styling of it, what it was designed after, and what it was designed to do. Just real quick, I'll go into it just a little bit, just in case you guys haven't seen that video and you're getting into and you're seeing this one instead. But do yourself a favor, go back and watch that one. But I'll give you a little bit of backstory on it. It was designed after the 100B primer gun that they have. Now, stop the comparisons there because it's just the body. That's it. It's a whole new nozzle set, all new technology on it. They were going after the solvent market, trying to make something specific for the low VOC and national rule solvent markets themselves. Sata, when they were designing it, actually had to come over here. They took a lot of trips over here to the U.S. because of the fact of they don't have access to oxol and acetone, which is typically used in your low VOC paints. Now, what the cool thing about it is with the fan, like I went over last time, with the fan being wider and just a little bit shorter, it atomizes with the new tips that they have on the new nozzle sets and such. With it being wider, it allows it to atomize it finer, so you're getting smaller droplets. And by being wider, you're getting smaller droplets, and you're getting more of them hitting the surface at the same time. So as you're coming across, it allows for faster wetting of the surface of your base coat, which in turn obviously allows for faster coverage. Now, the cool thing about this gun is that it's not specifically for one thing. It is a great sealer gun. It's a great base coat gun. Whether you're doing solids, metallics, pearls, or even clear coats, there's nothing I haven't sprayed yet, or there's nothing that I have sprayed yet, rather, that I haven't had an issue getting it to lay down and getting it to do like I want it to with this gun. Me personally, I prefer a 1.4 HVLP for metallics, and everything else is a 1.3 RP. This is a great sealer gun. I use it every day for sealer. I use it as a backup gun on my solid colors, and I can use it as a pearl, use it for my pearl coats and such, as well as my metallics. I keep all my 5000s for my main guns, and I keep this one anytime I've got multiple colors going on in the booth, and it has not let me down yet. It is a great gun. It cleans very easily. It's easy to use. It's comfortable in your hand. If you've ever used the 100B, then excuse me, then you already know exactly how it's going to feel in your hand. The only difference is obviously it's got this blue coating on it and the black hardware, and obviously the different nozzle sets, like what I said. But I've been using this gun now about 6-7 months, something like that. And by being able to, whenever I did the first one, the first video here, I had just gone into talking about the basics. I'd only used it just a couple of days at that point, and I had gotten them on demo, and then I had gotten this one. So at that point, I couldn't give you a full, how do I want to word it, a full review on it as using it day in, day out, because I'd only had a couple days to play with it, and I really liked it at that point. But I'm telling you, this is a very versatile gun, and it's a staple in my collection. I own about 20 Sata guns, and this one is one that gets used every single day. Because of the fact that the nozzle sets that they have, it's only available in an RP and HVLP with a 1.3 or a 1.4. Those are the only two nozzle sets they have. So if you feel like you need to, if you can move a little bit faster, grab that 1.4. If you move a little bit slower, grab the 1.3. That's really your only choices that you have, and everything else can be dialed in by the fluid and the air pressure. So I tend to be spraying right around the 22 psi mark whenever I'm doing about 20 psi rather whenever I'm doing colors. Whenever I'm doing my solid colors, about 18 whenever I'm doing metallics with that 1.4 HVLP. Now keep in mind, I tend to spray just a little bit lower PSI sometimes than most people, but it's all in how you set up, it's all in your gun speed, it's all in your distance and such. So, but as for clear coat, I'm right around that 20, 25, 26 PSI range, and it is absolutely awesome. Full trigger, let it roll. Same thing for sealer, I'm right around that 18 to 20 PSI range. If you haven't looked into it, if you haven't gone into actually demoing one or whatnot, I highly suggest you actually demo one and just try it out, get it in your hands before you actually buy one. And I recommend that for any gun that you're looking into buying. Always demo, get a hold of your local Sata rep, get a hold of your jobber, tell them you want to demo one, get one in your hands and actually use it. This is not it's marketed as an entry level for somebody that is just getting into the industry. They're not wanting to spend $700-800 on a brand new gun. They can get into this one for much cheaper. I want to say it's right around like $599 list price. So obviously your jobber is going to be able to knock that down just a little bit. But you need to go through them, find out what the price is going to be. They can obviously tell you better than I can because we're all in different markets. That being said though, demo one, you're going to love it, I'm telling you. It's the most versatile gun in my collection. I use it every single day, and I think you're going to love it. Guys, take care, stay safe. We'll holler at you next time.